we're going to get into the first song. It is produced by Oh No, and the song is called Supermagic. All right, let me tell you something. The year was 2007. I was working at a record store in Orlando, Florida. And when you work in a record store, particularly when you work a shift either by yourself or with someone who is not your manager, you get to decide what plays in the store. It's a delicate balance when you're sharing a shift with somebody. Maybe sometimes you're going back and forth. If the boss or the manager is there, they get, some preference, but you can go one for one because you're in a store for like 8 hours and you got to have music playing at all times. So I would work many summers and like it would often be me holding it down. When Oh No put out his Dr. No's Experiment album, I played the shit out of this record. If you remember the movie High Fidelity, when Jack Black is like, watch, I'm going to sell some copies of the Beta Band. I would put on the Oh No record, and I had so many college students be like, what is this? I'd be like, it's this new Oh No. And I sold the records. Like we went through so many of them. I loved this record. It's my favorite Oh No record that has ever come out. So when I heard this beat, which was on, I believe it's the first song on Dr. No's Experiment, to now be the first song. At first I was like, okay, wait, that's crazy. Because at the time, there wasn't a big precedent for instrumental albums being released and then rappers putting out albums with an already released instrumental. I couldn't really think of a lot that had occupied that space, but I was like, this is amazing. This song has got a second life for me now. It's not like a crazy song. It's really more of like an intro,
Yeah.
You're not getting like super deep lyricism from most on this, but I love this song, and this was an absolute keep for me.
Yeah. I mean, I too was a heavy, ardent follower of Dr. No's Experiment. The way I used to blast that in my car at belligerent levels is something to be noted. But yes, for me, it works well as an intro. I mean, it sets the tone for the Ecstatic or what's coming with it, and like couldn't ask for better in terms of an introduction, especially with the Malcolm X speech right there. So that's a key for me.
Yeah, I agree. Big keep. I went on tour with Oh No in 2008, and we had copious amounts of Dr. No's Experiment in the box in the back of the van that we were selling at all the shows. I might have heard that album 7 trillion times on the tour. And because, it's funny, that tour we cycled between, because it was CDs, so we had like 6 CDs that we cycled between on the whole run. The run was like almost 30 days of a run. And we went through, we had brought a couple CDs that we had made or whatever for the drive, the different guys that were on the tour. And then after a while, we had got tired of those CDs. So the only CDs we listened to was what we were selling on the tour. Right. And Experiment was one of the things that was being so like Experiment got so much burned on that trip. And I just, that beat. The funny thing too about him using that beat is, I mean, he literally used the track off the album. Like it's not even like a, can
He didn't hit Oh No, can you send me the section?
Yeah, he didn't hit Oh No, like, yo, play with the stems, like, nah, it's the joint, it's the wave, you know what I mean? It's the MP3 or whatever. Like, but what I love, and Most keeps this energy throughout this entire record, which is he's dancing over everything a beat does on the whole album. The beat's doing this, he's rhyming like this. The beat's doing this, he's rhyming like that. And like this is the first like example of that. Like every time that there's a switch up in the beat, there's a switch up in the flow to match the switch up. And he's going crazy. So yeah, this is a huge kick. My man flipped supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Like I was like, yo, this dude's insane. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
big key.
It was also really exciting for somebody who was like a big star. Mos Def was acting in movies. Like, he was a big name.
He was on Dexter.
For him to be, he was on Dexter, The Italian Job,
Be Kind,
all
Rewind.
Yeah, all these things. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to work with Oh No. and Madlib. Like for people who knew those names at the time, that was very exciting.
A big
And
deal. Yeah.
he almost sounds excited. He feels reinvigorated because he, you know, if we felt like it was exciting, he's probably like, yo, I discovered these dudes from Oxnard who are crazy, you know. And I know Madlib obviously had like quite a career beforehand. It's not like Mos Def put him on, but it was cool to be like, okay, great. I can confirm that Mos Def has similar tastes in music that I do. You know, this is cool.